Veramente chiave. Mai fino a arrivare alla presentazione
No. Y la llevan por todos los barrios.
Papaya, orange. Ah, fuerte, ¿verdad? Son bien.
Cartagena, Colombia.
The funny part.
It's one of the legends, Cartagena City. Remember that Cartagena?
Yeah, many of them died, and the rest of them get killed by these people, so they had to run away from here. And since that, the name of the city changed. Cartagena, not the West India. Cartagena, the Heroica. Okay, that thing.
No.
Australia. So you still live in Australia?
Porque ese nada más solo le permite que trabajaran y empezaron a preparar.
I'm gonna show you the place where they remember. Do you remember last year, but this time?
Cartagena, Colombia. Cartagena, Colombia.
That is exactly what is written on the navigation, and those are your officers. That is the Gatun locks. We go in, This is fast forward, obviously. From 8 hours is down to 8 minutes, okay? So you can breathe. From 8 hours down to... So we're going to be raised in 3 stages up to 26 meters above sea level. This is where water is being transferred. These are the tugboats that help. So here we're going into the third. Now watch how we go up 3 feet a minute, 1 meter a minute. And that ship on the right side is already at Gatun Locks. This is the Panama Canal pilot. These are 2 gals in the operation engineering, and we're now at Gatun Lake. So we've already gone up to 3, and we're going to fast forward through the actual lake. We're passing a car carrier right here. And all this jungle, remember now, these are former mountain tops. Many of the animals, on the big ones, they started going up to the top because water was rising when they were actually damming up the river. Crocodile. You'll be crossing ships. You even feel the motion of our ship moving with the wake of that ship. And here we go, fast forward. We'll now be arriving at the midway mark of the continent. We still have like 3 more minutes of this real quickly. You see the beacons. Murky waters because we're doing a lot of underwater dredging, a lot of underwater dynamiting. Passing the dredgers. And up at the top left will be the midway mark of the continent that we're approaching. And then we'll enter Gaylord Cut. Right here is the midway mark. And then we'll take a right over there, and it'll be at the Gaylord Cut. The 9 miles of zigzagging. There's your Titan crane right there on your left. Right there. When we have the narrow winding Gaylord Cut to 9 miles, sometimes they restrict it to car carrier. They sometimes restrict the flow. It has to be single file because our ship is so big and we're doing a lot of underwater dredging. So the space is reduced. Here we are. We're now approaching Gold Hill on the left side and under the Centennial Bridge. Then people start coming out. They want to see what's going on. So the first stage is to dynamite it, and the next one is to scoop it up. Here is Gold Hill, and there is your Centennial Bridge. We always have these little tugboats just in case. Now we are approaching Pedro Miguel Locks, and we will start our descent to the Pacific. And we got 2 more minutes on this. We're on the east lane here. The difference of altitude between the water that we're in now and the one in the lake in front is about approximately 27 feet difference. what our bridge looks like. So we're going in, and now take a look at this vessel on the right side. It's already at 54 feet. That vessel is 27 feet below us. You see how they're dumping water here. You see right at this, you'll be seeing the water being dumped, okay? And that's how we're lowered. And we're now at 54 feet. We navigate Miraflores Lake, 3.5 miles, and we get to Miraflores Locks. Look at the beautiful boat back there. This was a trial video, so you know we're going to eliminate many things here. So bear with me here. So here we're going to Miraflores Locks. This is the second descent right up there. We're on the east lane versus the right lane. There's a dam right over there. Oh, these are the line handlers. This is how there's a crocodile right there. Another one there, waiting for nice fresh meat to hop off the vessel. The blue helmeted are the line handlers. That's our staff on the Century. And here we're entering the second chamber, second descent chamber. There's your Miraflores Visitors Pavilion on your left. Now the difference of altitude here, and our water here, and the empty chamber is the same as the ocean. The difference of altitude is equivalent to a 5.5-story building. From here to there, 5.5-story. Water will go from here to the empty chamber in front of us. From here, you see it's going down here. Double set of lock gates opening up. We're going to the third and final descent phase. Right now, we would be at 27 feet or 9 meters above sea level. That's the Miraflores Visitors Pavilion. It'll be a Saturday when we go by. We have a lot of people waving at you, tourists from throughout the world. And that guy narrating there. Water is being dumped. We're being lowered to the Pacific. These lock gates here, right at the Pacific Ocean, they're the tallest and the heaviest. They're 8 stories high. Now they're dumping the water. There's a mixture of fresh water from this lake to the salt waters. Once they open up the lock gates, we have to wait because, you know, the fresh water goes under and the salt water floats and there's a little current. So here we're at the Pacific Ocean and there's your Bridge of the Americas up ahead. And this is a new set of larger locks being built on the Pacific. It'll be on the right side of our ship, on the starboard side. That's the brand new Mormon church, 13 million. That's the port of Balboa. That's that same vessel. Those yellow mustard MSC containers are for Mediterranean Shipping Company from Italy. There's the top of Ancon Hill, the Panama flag on top. And that's the Panama Air Force. We abolished our military in Panama and in Costa Rica. This is the Bridge of the Americas, inaugurated 13 months before the unfortunate assassination of John Kennedy. This is the old Balboa Yacht Club, and we are now right at the skyline of Panama City. That's my partner Donnie's building. And here is the Frank Gehry Museum. And thank you very much, Lee.